Welcome to Roots to Sprouts new series called Meet and Greet with Fellow Gardener. In this series, we are planning to interview our fellow gardeners to share their experiences. In today's busy and hectic life, it is important to do something what you like and feel proud. And gardening is one such thing. I'm telling you now, grow your first vegetable and see how proud you are. And gardening always comes with passion, energy, and dedication. The main intention of these interviews is to get inspired and inspire others. Always there is a room for a garden, no matter how big or small the space is. At some point in time, at least 50 to 70% we should be self-sufficient from what we grow, and we can bring it from the garden to the kitchen. We all need self-motivation and some recognition for doing gardening in between our busy schedule. And that's the main intention of these interviews, to encourage and motivate and appreciate your hard work and effort. I hope we will make justice to this series. Without any delay, let's see who is our guest today with a brief introduction. In today's interview, we are going to meet someone very energetic, passionate, and very friendly. She was born in India but moved to US and currently lives in Flourmont, Texas. She completed her graduation in US. By profession, she is a dentist. She is all about DIY and very creative person. She is a mom of 2 and recently a new member joined in their family. She is very social and friendly with our community, and the list goes on. And we will try to unlock her gardening avatar today. With the immense pleasure, I want to introduce Meenakshi Chandra. We call her Bharti. We knew each other for 10 years and we are happy to host her. Welcome to our channel, Bharti. Hi, Bharti.
Hi, Bharti. கேக்குதா?
கேக்குது. Hi, Tara.
Hi.
பசங்க என்ன பண்றாங்க?
பசங்களா எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரு வேலையை கொடுத்து எல்லாம் செட்டில் பண்ணிட்டு வந்திருக்கேன். This is the Frontyard. Mainly ella flowering plants plus edible plants rendume potiruken. So this is rutabaga, cornflowers, perennial, turmeric konjam plant pannirken, so that I can multiply that. So I've used up whatever space I have for multiplying turmeric. And this one is lavender.
Got it.
அதுக்கப்புறம் mostly I have dianthus Frontyardல. அப்புறம் இது வந்து Victoria sage.
Okay, lot of herbs.
Yeah. அதுக்கப்புறம் இது வந்து borage, but it didn't pick up because it doesn't have enough light, because this is east facing. This one is sage. The honeysuckles for hummingbirds.
Okay.
This is a perennial, but அது ஸ்லோவா வருது, the daisies.
That's nice. So இதெல்லாம் நீங்க எப்ப பிளான் பண்ணீங்க, பாரதி?
இது வந்து Shasta daisies வந்து 2 years back plan பண்ணது. So every season வரும். This one was a year and a half back.
Okay.
And this is 3 years old.
Okay.
Dianthus is all 2 years old. Sage is also 2 years old. Lavender is also 2 years old.
Okay.
சொல்லுங்க.
இல்ல இப்போ they want to do something, இப்போ புதுசா பிளான் பண்ணனும்னா which season will be good for them? So it will be like most of the herbs are perennial la. So
ஆமா, இதுல வந்து I try to do either spring planting or fall planting. Okay. So this one was a spring planting. It did not pick up last spring. இது வந்து this spring it picked up, so it needs a season. அதுக்கப்புறம் இது வந்து turmeric வந்து நான் இந்த சீசன் தான் போட்டேன். Lavender I planted it last fall. This has been surviving in a pot, but perennial kaha நான் வந்து soil modify பண்ணி then I added it to the Frontyard. So I had to do a lot of soil modification because it's not tolerant to wet feet. So yeah,
modify பண்ணீங்கனா you added some perlite அந்த மாதிரி சொல்றீங்களா?
Yes.
Okay.
Sand. I added a lot of sand and what is that? Sphagnum moss.
Okay.
So it could have a lot of drainage.
Oh, got it.
இது வந்து it's one of those oregano varieties.
Yeah, this
So this I planted it last summer. But this is a perennial. This right now it's flowering. The flowering weight once it starts flowering, it starts getting weight and it's transplants just like Egyptian onions.
Okay.
So it's very
sweet.
Yes, it's a sweet variety.
Okay.
And this, when it's spring, it blooms it gives a fantastic foliage. This was a cutting from the neighbor. So this one is again Texas perennial. I have rosemary.
Yeah.
Rosemary is 2 years old.
Okay.
And it's starting to flower.
Enjoy it.
Again, I have turmeric again. Either plant பண்ணனும்னு வச்சிருக்கேன், but I haven't really done it. It's a perennial again. Cannas, planted it in the ground. Jasmine, ஆமா, Sambec. அதுக்கப்புறம் இது வந்து button rose.
Okay.
அதுக்கப்புறம் this is lemongrass actually. Lemongrass is a perennial. I didn't have to. All I did was prune it planted it last spring. And I just clipped the whole thing. I should have taken out the bulbs.
Okay.
I planted some elephant ears.
Okay.
And Swiss chard, but looks like because of the excess grass, the Swiss chard is getting covered. But I do have some Swiss chard here.
Okay. இது நீங்க பெட் மாதிரி பண்ணீங்களா? இஸ் ஜஸ்ட் இந்த சாயில் அமெண்ட்மென்ட் பண்ணீங்களா முன்னாடி?
இது சாயில் அமெண்ட்மென்ட் மட்டும்தான். Trim the grass and soil amended. It's not too much of amendment. It's just a half raised bed. There is no siding.
Okay.
So I will put a siding, but I haven't done it.
Okay.
So full away elephant ears. And this is some rosemary I had in the backyard that I put it here because I didn't have enough room.
Okay.
This is a 3-year-old red hibiscus. And this is a yellow hibiscus. Tropical. So this goes into the garage every year and comes right back. I have some Chandra and pavaka, the small pavaka variety. Some ponangani and mint. Both are interspersed because I didn't find a bed that was contained. So this is Malabar spinach. This is on this has some powdery mildew starting off because of the rains. South. This is a south. What is that? It's on the house. Yeah, this is the south side of the house. So this is my this is the celebrity tomatoes. This is the bigger of the varieties that I have, and I have another one.
So Bharati, Malabar spinach kamchingleya. So
yeah.
What is that you make with that leaf? Kids சாப்பிடுவாங்களா இல்லனா நீங்க
Yeah, Malabar spinach I make பருப்பு out of it or கூட்டு. And then the best way that it gets consumed in a raw form is sandwiches.
Okay.
Any sandwich that can be made with pesto sauce or pasta sauce.
Okay.
So it goes between that and cheese. It just gets knocked up pretty easily.
Because of the slimy texture, nariya per they are not liking that leaf, but it has a lot of benefits in it. So I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's one more really amazing dish you can make is just like pudina tohel. You can make that tohel with Malabar spinach leaves
Okay.
and parupu pot the urad dal potu tohel pandra madri.
Got it.
And there is one more recipe where you add ginger and grind coconut, ginger, Malabar spinach, and chilies, of course, and then add that into a yogurt base. More kutu madri.
Okay. நீங்க சப்பாத்தியும் பண்ணலாம் அதுல. You just grind it and make it as a chapati.
Yeah. Blueberry plants. I haven't really taken much care because I wanted to put them in the ground but haven't gotten ground. This one is banana peppers.
Okay, this from seed or
this is from Home Depot.
Okay.
This is from Home Depot. I just got this, and this is sweet banana peppers.
Okay.
And this one again I propagated last year around August la propagate panadu. Now it's picking up for some reason. This is the Grand Duke jasmine.
So இதெல்லாம் pots எல்லாம் வச்சிருக்கீங்க இல்லையா?
Yeah, this is all in pot.
Okay.
This is all in the small trash cans, IKEA trash cans.
Oh.
Curry leaves, 1, 2. And then this time I'm trying ridge gourd in a pot instead of ground because I didn't have room.
Okay.
And I have 2 ridge gourd plants that I started late, so it's not picked up. Best is to start by March, of course. I was late. And then this is butterfly pea, sangupu.
Yeah.
And I have some more crossandra here. Adukaprom idu murunga. This is the PMK variety. This year I planted. I planted it around March, and it's in a small 3-gallon pot, and it's about 2 feet tall. Alada. And then this is borage. I have a lot of borage. It can be used for salads. So this is Tindora.
So you have a cattle panel, right?
Yeah, I got a cattle panel and it's growing on top of the cattle panel. Adukapram, this is bell peppers.
So when you put a cattle panel, Bharati, what kind of is there any guidelines like only these kind of plants should grow under the cattle panel because of the shade?
Yes, it is a problem because right now, see, under this cattle panel, I didn't plan on putting a bottle gourd, but it so happened.
Okay.
And now the gardenia is underneath that, so I have to move that. It's in a pot, so it's easier for me to move the plants around. But if it's going to be one of those set of plants that need sun, I didn't plant those under this kind of setting. This was the only odd one because I had it in pots. Now I have cattle panel all over. So in the cattle panel, I have long yard beans.
Okay.
So the long yard beans has not covered it as much. So I have, this is an east-west house, the yard. So I will not get sun. I'll get at least 6 hours of sun, even if the panel shades the plant. I didn't put okra under this.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it will grow tall also, right?
Yeah, okra is going to grow tall, but I put okra pretty close to the banana and did not expect the bananas to grow so many side shoots. Now I have to trim it.
That's so nice.
I'm not complaining, but that is, unexpected surprise.
You know what variety is that the banana plants are?
It's a Musa variety. I got this from Ari. When Saras told me that she covered it, so Ari what variety is this? This is the Musa variety.
Okay, got it.
So there are a ton of pups now. I have to take it out. 10 pups actually out of 4 plants.
Okay.
So That said, I grew a lot of these dill seeds.
So நீங்க என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க இந்த seeds?
இதை வந்து you can add it to all the any sauteed vegetables apparently. So I haven't tried it. We cook the leaves and the leaf வந்து சாம்பார் பண்ணுவோம். And akki roti nu onnu பண்ணுவாங்க Karnataka side la. So it is very popular for that. This is the pattern that it comes out with, and it's more yellow and then it dries out like that. The bigger eggplant here, the black beauty.
Nice.
And this is of course everybody's common easy to grow plant, dosakaya. And I have this time I planted red variety of the long-yard beans and the regular variety. Last time I didn't have that. Yeah, the Asian long-yard beans.
Okay. Spring season எதனா நீங்க இது பண்ணீங்களா, பிளான் பண்ணீங்களா இந்த?
Yes, I had carrots. So this whole patch that's empty right here,
okay,
it was full of carrots.
Okay.
And then early spring I had beans. So the whole place was beans. So now I took all of that out, and cucumbers picked up. So this is one variety, and I had like 2-3 varieties, but I don't know, it seems like only one variety has picked up.
So you try to keep your garden active in all seasons, right?
Yes. But then this cattle panel, like your question was, cattle panel can be used for all kinds of plants. Like, so now I have tomatoes growing over the cattle panel.
Right. Yeah. Right.
These are the indeterminate cherry tomatoes.
Yep.
So if I can trail them up, I don't know how well they're going to play well sharing, but let's see. This is ash gourd.
Okay.
But this one, like your question was, all times active. This is spinach. So I'm trying to harvest, let it seed.
Okay.
Yeah, so that I can grow for the next season.
Got it.
So now it's ready to be harvested. I have some ajwain. The Cuban oregano.
Okay.
This one was really hard for me to manage during winter. I almost lost it because of root rot.
Okay.
But I kept clipping the top and kept repotting it. Very hardy plant, but it's finicky during winter.
Yeah.
But that said, I have 2 of them planted here. So I plan to make a ton of cuttings.
நீங்க கிரவுண்ட்லயே பிளான் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க இல்லையா அத?
இத கிரவுண்ட்ல போட்டுருக்கேன். நிறைய கட்டிங் பண்ணி I want to save it by August September so that I'll have a lot more plants during winter. Then I won't have shortage during summer or spring when I want to repot it. Spring can get really overwhelming. So this is a late plant again. So this is a snake gourd, and I have expanded my garden since the last time. So it's been a difficult challenge because most of our growing vegetables are vines. Almost changed the whole layout and utilized every single area that I can use at this point. And this is one of my toughest plants to grow. This has not flowered. This always has some problem or the other. This is the key line.
Flower blooms in winter.
Yes, it does bloom in winter, but the problem is, even after giving it the right nutrition, somehow this plant just doesn't respond the way that I wanted to. But last time I got good success with Meyer lemons. They seem to be much easier to manage, but this time, but the produce is lesser this season.
Okay. So you put them in the pot or on the in ground?
Illag pot.
Okay.
Yeah, Meyer lemon was a lot more easier to manage. But again, guarding the flowers during spring is a huge challenge. And this one is a papaya plant. I don't know when it's going to flower. I don't know if it's going to flower at all. I don't know if it's a heterozygous or a homozygous variety. So, but I just got it, and I got it from Dovans.
Okay.
Okay. You planted on the ground or the container?
It's in a container.
Oh, okay.
It's in a container. But this one, I just planted it right next to the tomatoes on the ground. So this one is a sucker from the pot.
Okay.
So it is a sucker from the pot that was close to the ground, and it had some roots for developing. So this one, I just cut it out because it was getting too much, and I planted it. And this is from a seed. This one is the purple tomatoes. I don't know if I'll get it, but this is for fall.
Okay.
Again, this one is another volunteer spinach, which I'm letting it seed. I had coriander here. Oh, I had coriander here. Now I just harvested that and put it down. I'll not use the coriander, but I'll try to reseed it.
Okay. Good. Okay.
Adukaprom, this is Egyptian onions. Okay. So this is the Egyptian onions. I planted it early this year, and it's already starting to it's bent over because of the weight of the plant. So it's going to multiply. I have 5 plants, so it will multiply over time. So I need a lot more room here, and it'll grow bigger. Like it will multiply over time. Pepper and beetle leaf in shade, and aloe, of course, and lemon balm. And I put beets in shade actually.
Okay.
But this has been growing for a long time. I'm not expecting any bulbs. So the roots are really small, but mostly for greens.
Yeah.
Seed, but they never seed. I converted the sprinkler head to a T.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay.
So this is a main pipe that's going. So I have this pipe running all through the middle or the side of the bed. And then it gives offshoots. Now I haven't done a good job connecting all of the plants, so I still have to water it.
Okay.
But let me show you where I have really connected it. So my favorite is this sprinkler head.
Okay. Is it 1 inch? This is a power, right?
This is an adjustable head, which is 1 to 25 gallons per minute adjustable head. So if it's a banana plant, which might need more, you can adjust it accordingly.
Correct.
And I have lines running out of the main. And if it's not going to be used, I just plug it.
Got it.
So I haven't been very diligent, but these can easily break if you don't take care of it. Like this one just wastes water. I have to change it. But I don't like the sprinkler head variety. This is not my favorite because it gives powdery mildew.
Okay.
Spread on the leaves also.
Yeah. But yeah, so slowly I'm changing the whole thing out. I haven't invested time, but this is what I started off with.
Okay, good.
Thanks, it was very informative. I think you need to go now.
I have to go.
No problem. Take care. Thank you so much, Bharati. Thank you.
Take care.
All right. Yeah, bye.
I hope you like this interview. We had to shoot this entire video remotely due to COVID. I will meet you next time with another guest. Please leave your feedback and comments. Thank you. Take care.